Writing is one of humanity's greatest achievements, a bridge across cultures, time, and even our own thoughts. The evolution of writing systems tells the story of how humans, across millennia, have communicated, recorded history, and expressed creativity. From ancient hieroglyphs to modern alphabets, writing systems have continually evolved to meet our changing needs. Let's explore this journey, from the early symbols carved in stone to the digital text we use daily, and see how writing has shaped our world. Ancient beginnings. The dawn of writing. Our journey begins with the earliest known writing systems developed around 3400 BC in ancient Mesopotamia. Here, the Sumerians invented cuneiform, a system of wedge-shaped marks pressed into clay tablets. Initially, these symbols represented trade records, helping to keep track of goods and transactions. Over time, however, cuneiform expanded to include literature, legal codes, and administrative records, marking the shift from basic record-keeping to written storytelling and documentation. Around the same time, in ancient Egypt, hieroglyphs emerged as a sophisticated writing system. Egyptian hieroglyphs used pictures to represent words, sounds, and concepts, resulting in vibrant, complex texts inscribed on tombs, temples, and papyrus. The famous Book of the Dead, a collection of Egyptian funerary texts, is one of the many hieroglyphic documents that gives us insight into the Egyptians' views on life, death, and the afterlife. Symbols to sound, the birth of phonetic writing. The next major leap in writing systems came with the development of phonetic symbols, symbols that represented sounds rather than whole concepts or words. This shift marked a significant advancement as it allowed for greater flexibility and the representation of spoken language more directly. One of the first known phonetic alphabets was created by the Phoenicians around 1050 BC. The Phoenician alphabet contained symbols that represented consonants, with the assumption that the reader would mentally fill in the vowels. This compact system was simple and adaptable, spreading rapidly across the Mediterranean due to the Phoenicians' extensive trade networks. The Phoenician alphabet became the foundation of many modern alphabets, including Greek and Latin, which would profoundly impact the Western world. The influence of the Greeks, adding vowels. The Greeks took the Phoenician alphabet and adapted it, adding letters to represent vowel sounds, which made written language even clearer and more precise. This innovation allowed for more accurate transcription of spoken language, making Greek texts easier to read and understand without the need for prior knowledge of the content. Greek writing also introduced the concept of using separate letters for both vowels and consonants, a structure that remains central to modern alphabets. The spread of the Greek alphabet had a lasting influence on literacy, education, and literature. Greek authors like Homer, who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey, demonstrated the potential of written stories to endure for generations. The Greek alphabet was also the basis for the Latin alphabet, which would eventually become the alphabet used by the Roman Empire. The Latin alphabet, spreading across continents. As the Roman Empire expanded, so did the Latin alphabet. Unlike previous writing systems, which were limited to certain regions or classes, the Latin alphabet was adopted widely across Europe and North Africa, solidifying its role as a dominant writing system. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Latin remained influential as a language of the church, academia, and law, ensuring its continuity through the Middle Ages. The Latin alphabet evolved over time, particularly with the introduction of lowercase letters, punctuation, and eventually spaces between words, which improved readability. These additions were essential as written text became more accessible to the general population with the invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century. The printing press revolutionized literacy, allowing for the mass production of books and the dissemination of knowledge on an unprecedented scale. Non-Western writing systems, a world of diverse scripts. While the Phoenician and Latin alphabets shaped the Western world, other cultures developed distinct writing systems. For instance, China's logographic writing system, which dates back to 1200 BCE, used symbols to represent whole words or ideas rather than sounds. Chinese characters are still used today, forming one of the oldest continuously used writing systems. Similarly, in the Indian subcontinent, Sanskrit evolved into a range of scripts, including Devanagari, used for Hindi and Tamil, each representing unique linguistic structures. Japanese, too, uses a blend of logographic characters from Chinese kanji and syllabic scripts, hiragana and katakana, creating a complex yet efficient writing system. Arabic, another influential script, spread across the Middle East and North Africa, becoming central to Islamic culture and literature. From typewriters to digital text, the modern age of writing. In recent centuries, writing has continued to evolve with technology. The typewriter, introduced in the 19th century, made writing faster and more accessible, paving the way for the keyboards we use today. Then, in the digital age, computers and smartphones transformed writing once more, enabling instant global communication through typed messages, emails, and social media. Today, writing exists in many forms, from printed books and digital articles to emojis and hashtags. While ancient writing systems were once the preserve of the elite, writing is now a universal skill. It allows us to share ideas, record information, and express ourselves in ways our ancestors could hardly imagine. Writing as a shared human legacy, reflecting on the evolution of writing systems, reveals an inspiring truth. The drive to communicate and connect is deeply ingrained in us. From the ancient Sumerians to the modern digital age, writing has bridged cultures and generations, preserving knowledge and sparking change. This journey from hieroglyphs to modern alphabets is a testament to human resilience and creativity, a story that, like all great stories, continues to unfold. Our alphabets, fonts, and emojis might look different from ancient cuneiform or hieroglyphs, but the essence remains the same. Writing, in all its forms, is a powerful tool, reminding us of our shared human legacy and our ability to create, learn, and connect across time.